It began like any ordinary day at Fort Stewart, one of the largest U.S. Army installations in Georgia. Soldiers carried out their daily routines. Families moved through the base with the kind of calm you'd expect from a close-knit military community. But before noon, everything changed. Gunshots rang out. Chaos erupted. The base was suddenly thrust into lockdown as word spread there was an active shooter on site. Panic swept through buildings as alerts blared. Soldiers and staff were ordered to shelter in place. Parents frantically called loved ones. No one knew exactly where the shooter was or how many people were in danger. Within minutes, military police and emergency teams surrounded the area, locking down every gate and securing key buildings. The shooter had reportedly opened fire inside the 2nd Armored Brigade Combat Team complex. Eyewitnesses say they heard multiple shots. Some initially thought it was a drill until the screaming started. What followed was confusion, terror, and the rapid response of armed personnel moving in to neutralize the threat. By early afternoon, Fort Stewart officials confirmed the lockdown was lifted. The base was secure, but the aftermath remained grim. At least one soldier was injured, transported to the nearby Wynn Army Community Hospital in critical condition. Officials have not yet released the name of the suspect or the motive behind the shooting, but sources indicate the shooter may have been taken into custody without further violence. As military investigators comb through evidence and interview witnesses, questions hang heavy in the air. How did someone get access to a weapon inside a secure facility? Was this a targeted attack or something more random? Could it have been prevented? This isn't the first time a U.S. military base has faced such an internal threat. Memories of past incidents at Fort Hood and Naval Air Station Pensacola are still fresh for many service members and families. But every time it happens, the shock hits just as hard, and the sense of safety feels more fragile. Commanders have assured the public that operations will resume normally, and additional security measures will be in place. Counseling services have been offered to those impacted, and families have been encouraged to reach out for mental health support in the wake of the traumatic event. As the investigation unfolds, updates are expected from both military officials and federal agencies. The focus now shifts to transparency, accountability, and healing for the wounded, for the families, and for the entire Fort Stewart community. One thing is certain, what happened today will not be forgotten. The scars may fade with time, but the fear, the heroism, and the questions will remain. If you're following this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue to bring you the latest updates on this developing situation.